This video is brought to you by patreon.com/worsttake. Get access to exclusive live streams and Discord servers, on-screen shoutouts, and early access to some videos when you join now. Help make sure that we can continue to make content like this by supporting the Patreon. Links are in the description down below. It's time to look at the defense and break down the defensive film for this week. There's some things that you want to adjust going into Pittsburgh, and I think there's some things that you like just how they are. Let's start at the beginning, and I'm going through this with minimal notes so I can kind of get the reaction and everything else down as we go through. Hopefully this will make the content better. All right, look, first here, you see it right off the bat. Myles Garrett just beating the hell out of Ronnie Stanley. That forces Lamar out the pocket. And sometimes Lamar will make this throw. But look, if you make Lamar throw the football like that consistently for the whole game, he's going to make a mistake. If you make anybody continue to have to throw the football like that the whole game, they're going to throw an interception eventually, right? He completed that one. That's cool. But eventually that's going to start to turn, especially late in the game, it's going to start to turn into interceptions, right? This is a run play here to Keaton Mitchell. I believe this is the one they scored on, right? So what happened here? One, they did play action, and this is a nice play action. Lamar does this like funky little turnaround as if he's waiting, like this is a quick RPO like slant throw, because like he does this little two-step funky drop as if he's like waiting to throw. Ooh, that was terrible. As if he's waiting to throw this off the rip because he sees the leverage at the corner, and the corner sees that and kind of is afraid of that because it is open, right? So you see Grant immediately gravitate towards that wide receiver, right? He's immediately gravitating there, which means that he gets pulled away from this hole. And I mean, this just opened up like Moses right here, right? The Browns think it's a run, so they're rushing, and they're getting success, but they're too far upfield to stop anything if it's a run. This gap right here is wide open, and Taki is nowhere to really take advantage of that. Maybe Grant Delpit can get there, but also look at this guard he's pulling, and he can take care of Taki and climb to Grant Delpit in time too, possibly. But it's just too much. Keaton Mitchell makes a great move on Grant Delpit, and then Martin Emerson with one of the worst angles I've ever seen in my life. Martin Emerson takes some bad angles to these tackles. Like, he's a good player, but boy, oh boy, does he take some bad angles every once in a while. Yeah. You know, this is a great play call, to be honest with you. Got the Browns caught in something, and then it completely, look at what it did here to Taki, right? Completely fooled Taki. Because he sees Lamar set up to throw, and then Lamar raises that hand, and Taki instantly reacts. So he got the hell out of Taki with that little arm movement. Great fake by Lamar. Got to give credit where credit's due. That's why he's a really good player. But that gets Taki, and they were waiting on it. That was a trap right there, right? And then they just run right behind it, and it just bad angles taken here. You know. And it happens. All right, next play here. Let's let it run through. A little play action. And they throw it down the seam there. All right, what went wrong here? Just got to get home, to be honest with you, right? You got to disrupt this throw a little bit more than what they did. When you send 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. When you send 7, and you're keeping 1 near the box, so you're only putting 3 in coverage, you can't let Lamar get his feet and arm off clean here, right? Just can't happen, because they're going to get beat, those corners in the back end. No matter what, they're going to get beat if you leave them in that situation, if you don't affect the throw at all, right? They send so many, do an overload, and all of them get blocked. Everybody got touched. And then, like, I have no idea why JOK and Grant Delpit are in the same spot covering the same zone. Like, I couldn't tell you why that happened. But that's happening right now. Right? They're in the same spot, covering the same zone for whatever reason. I don't know if that's a bust or that's how they wanted it to go down, but that did in fact happen. Look, and he just drops back. I think he's just freelancing at that point. Like, I think he's supposed to be rushing, but he's just freelancing because he didn't want this rush. And he's thinking, oh, somebody's going to hover back for me. But it's like, okay, now Grant Bell's and wide open. And there's no way for Denzel Ward to cover that without risking giving up an even bigger play. This right here, Lamar Jackson. Another play action play. Again, they tried to play action this, throw it across the thing, and it should not work. Stuff like this should not work against us because we're too athletic on the edges to have this happen. But they completely fooled us, right? Completely got us. And this happens with Lamar. Teams are so afraid of him running the football that you're just gonna be frantic to get him when he's in a situation like this. So the whole defense goes that way. And then just poor Anthony Walker gets absolutely murdered here by, I believe, Ronnie Stanley. Just absolutely murdered here. Martin Emerson does a better job taking a decent angle at this. But yeah, maybe if you're a Browns fan, like the one thing you complain, nah, he's behind the line. Ooh, whipped his ass. Oh my God. Yeah, you just got your ass whooped right there on that screen, to be honest with you. That's what happened. Right? Ronnie Stanley whooping somebody's ass, Okoronkwo's ass. 5 got his ass beat, and so did 6. Yeah, everybody just got their ass beat on that one. Great play here by JOK. And this is what, pressure sometimes is your best coverage. This is what I mean by that. Hey, if you're going to pressure, you got to affect the throw. Got to do something to affect it. That's a good job by JOK there to affect the throw. This is a great play by Taki Taki. So look at what Taki Taki does. I want you guys to watch Mr. Taki Taki on this play. There he is on your screen. He stops the first down, and then because he's giving you a lot of effort here, so boom, he stops the first down, and instead of stopping his feet, he keeps moving. He keeps moving, right? He keeps pushing. And you know what this causes? It causes Likely to do this little spin move, and then what does Likely do immediately? Oh, I got to get back upfield. Well, what he does in that moment is he gives up forward progress. So instead of that ball being 3rd and 3. That'd be 1, 2, 3. That would have been 3rd and 3. Instead of that ball being 3rd and 3 at the 22, he pushes him, and makes him reestablish. And he gets caught at the 21. Well, not 21. So he gets caught at the whatever that is. I'm having a bad time counting. But that turns into a 3rd and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 3rd and 5, which changes the play call on the next play. So that's a huge play there by Taki Taki again. Watch 44. Does a great job of just seeing it. Okay, it's Likely. I'm going to put my chest in him, and I'm going to keep running. Run. Likely makes a mistake, spins out of this, and then keeps going forward instead of letting his momentum die. And then that cost him 2 yards because of the effort that Taki Taki gave on that play. And then good tackle there by my Jordan Elliott as well to make sure he doesn't extend or anything to get that yardage back. So good job there by Tak. And then on the next play, I believe he got he didn't get a pass breakup, but he did enough to disrupt the pass to a running back. This right here is a good pressure here by Miles. They did a great job here because look how many people it takes to stop Miles from running this arc, right? And this is great protection by 76. Well, great help by 76, right? This is the kind of stuff that you want to see like the Browns do more often because our guards don't do this very often. It's like, okay, I got nobody. Let me find something, right? Let me help my tackle out. Well, they do that. Miles is about to run the arc on 79. And he's about to get one of them strip sacks. Like you can see he's seconds away from it. But 76 ruins this by forcing the arc to be ran out The great protection there. But even greater, I think, technique here by Grant Delpit, just doing a great job of not being overly aggressive to Lamar Jackson, right? Not reacting too much to one move. This is what makes this Browns defense work too. It's like the fact that we can send JOK and Grant Delpit on rundowns like this, and it's successful. It's just what makes this Browns defense special. Here's Lamar. Shotgun. You see the Browns. They're in what looks like a 2-high look that they just moved to 1-high. They kind of get pick played here, right? Between, if you look at the bottom of your screen, between Martin Emerson and Grant Delpit, you can see a little pick play here happening. I think it's not on time, but I think the Browns do a good job of avoiding each other. And then again, you get pressure, you force a bad throw. He could have hit Mark Andrews there, but there's too much chaos for him to see any of that. And that's why pressure is king. Right here, Lamar on a little end around. And then I think, 5 ruins this for everybody. So A-Walk just ruins this for everybody, gets a hand on 34. And that allows Grant Delpit enough time to get his ass back there. Take care of that. Great job by Anthony Walker, because that play would have hit if he wasn't there. And good job by Grant getting A-Walk into position. Because you look at pre-snap, let me show you that pre-snap real quick. If you look at pre-snap, Grant's telling A-Walk, no, you're on the line, and gets him there. And then boom. So great play there. Browns in the blitz heavy look. They send one back in the middle of the field. And then just pressure, right? Just get pressure at all costs. Bury him. And then keep that pressure going. Look at Jordan Elliott getting that oven mitt in there. Boom. Easy. That's this Brown's second block punt field goal of the year. I don't think they've had 2 in like the last 4 years combined. All right, Lamar here, but look at the pressure that you're getting here with Grant Delpit. And that's the thing, right? Browns can get pressure with so many different guys. Grant Delpit just completely disregards Pat Ricard here. And then Alex does a great job of winning. Alex Wright. And then Miles comes eventually. Like, you struggle with everybody, and then the final balls comes, and then you're done. This is just look at Miles destroys Port 65 here. Like, look at this shit. I got the reverse angle, right? Oh my God, look at this shit. Look at is that Pat McCarry? I don't know. But look at 6'5" here. Let's watch this rep. Ooh. It's a grown man. It's a giant man he's doing this stuff to. Like, that's crazy, right? So basically, I mean, this ain't even complicated to explain anymore. Miles just like straight up absorbs a punch, and it doesn't matter because he's so flexible that he's able to just push this arc in, and then he just strong arms him. Like, that's all he does. He doesn't do anything smooth, anything technical. He just absorbs a punch. But that doesn't matter because he's so strong and bendy that he's just making this dude lose ground. Like, look at where the split of this guy's set is, right? He gets out wide. He gets to about the middle of that Ravens logo. And then he punches, and it's a good punch. He lands the punch. But guess what? It doesn't matter because Miles just gets inside and just makes that angle tighter. And then even though you're punching him, even though you have a hand on him, even though you're holding him technically right now, it doesn't matter because he could just throw you. And that's all he does. One arm just throws him and gets the sack. Yeah, that was domination, man. That was just pure ass whoop there by Myles Garrett. Straight up. Again, good pressure by Okoronkwo. Let's see what happens with the rest of this play. Oh, this is the damn holding penalty. So what happens on this? Watch Greg Newsome. Greg fell for James Harden's tricks. And if you don't know, I call Odell James Harden at times because he is good at getting you to foul, right? Same way James Harden is real good at getting you to foul. So is Odell Beckham Jr. That is his best trait as a wide receiver right now. Not to say he's mediocre or anything, but that's his best trait. Because what's going to happen here with Greg Newsome, he bites so hard on this slant that he thinks the ball is coming. And it's like, Greg, man, you ain't seen the ball come up. There was just no reason to do any of this. There's just such no reason to do any of this, man. That sucks. But hey, that's why Odell gets paid too, right? All right, throw this thing in the flat. Oh no, this is the pick six. Yes, sir. So first things first, again, like I said at the beginning of this video, if you pressure a quarterback, I don't care who it is, enough, if you force them to throw awkward enough times, they're gonna make a mistake here, right? And what happens to Lamar? The same thing that happened to Deshaun, except for, boom, it gets returned for, well, even that one got returned for a pick six, right? But Okoronkwo gets his arms up, pops this thing up in the air, and then Greg Newsome catches the fly ball, and he's already in stride. It's over with. It's over with, right? He's already full speed by the time he catches it. It's over with. One of the smoothest pick six I've seen in a while. Great job here by Greg. We're going to watch this from the other angle as well, where Greg does a great job here. But first, watch Okoronkwo. Does a great job here getting into his chest. Okay, he sees Lamar gear up to throw. No problem. I'm going to just get high as hell legally. And then he just makes this thing pop off of his helmet, similar to what Jamal Adams did. Hey, just create as much havoc as you can at the line of scrimmage. You're going to get something going to go your way. And then boom. There it is. There it is. Greg Newsome with the smoothest first pick six I've ever seen in my life. Good for him. So run. Browns just kind of stuff it there. Good job. Dawg does a good job of trying to fight around this lead block, but I think Okoronkwo really does a good job here. He gets doubled by a guard and a tackle, and they both go low on him, but look at the job he does, throwing him off and then reestablishing himself, finding his base, and then getting an arm there. It's a great play by Okoronkwo. Good run stop by him. And that should count as a run stop. Again, you're physical with the team. Things happen. You get pressure on the quarterback. Things happen. This is another example of that, where you just get pressure on Lamar. You force a bad throw, right? You just get pressure here, make him get rid of it quick. Force a bad throw, and then since that ball's low, you can attack it and knock it out. Good job. Great job there. And good things happen when you get pressure. Good things happen to your secondary when you get pressure. You help him out. And then this right here, you pressure Lamar. You make him throw on the run. And a throw that he would have made in the pocket probably 9 times out of 10, he's not going to be able to make it with the same accuracy on the run because he's going right. He's worried about being chased, and he's worried about that DB if he throws a bad ball there, catching it. And now that ball is off target. It's the small things, but man, good things happen when you get pressure. Good things happen, right? You get pressure, forces Lamar to try to make a great throw now when all he had to do was make a good throw in the pocket. And then boom, he incompletes it. This right here is the game ender for Baltimore. Their last play offensively. Again, this time Lamar just kind of evades pressure and creates his own pressure here. And this is because of the coverage. Now, it's 3rd and 19. If you're Lamar, you want to get at least 10 here, right? So that's the goal. He doesn't like Mark Andrews there, probably because he sees Miles in the middle of the field. And you look here. He doesn't want to throw this football because he sees Miles here and he's like, hey, if Miles jumps up, bats that, it's going to be another pick six. So no, don't want that. But everything else down this way is just locked up, right? You have him ready to crash on that tight end if you throw that. And then you have this locked, that locked, this locked, that locked, this locked, that locked, this locked. All that's locked. Like, that's not going anywhere. That's all going to be incomplete pass. So now what's he trying to do? He's trying to create something, right? Maybe he's trying to run so he can get Mark Andrews to get a big play here. But Mark kind of just runs into coverage. He doesn't really run towards Lamar. And Za'Darius does a good job catching him, trips him up, and then Miles finishes the play. Good job. That took everything that Za'Darius had in him to catch him, right? Again, it's the small stuff, just tiny stuff, inches. That's probably a first down as Za'Darius doesn't trip him up, right? But you see him accelerate. He's about to go. He's about to go. Only thing standing in his way is Mike Ford. And I'm going to just tell you this right now. Lamar Jackson, if he's not stumbling, he's going to make Mike Ford miss. But instead, Za'Darius gets him to stumble. Boom, right here. Trips his feet up. Gets him to stumble. And now he's falling and he's down. That's a tackle for Za'Darius Smith, actually. I don't think Miles gets any credit for that. Yeah, because his knee's down right here. That's a tackle for Za'Darius. He made contact. It knocked him down to the ground. That's a tackle. It's all Za'Darius right there. Because if he doesn't, and Lamar gets by, and he doesn't run just a little bit right there, you see that space. You see what happens. You see what could have happened there. But instead, they made the play. It's a great defensive effort. And I think the main thing to go by is just the effort there, right? They play good defense. They get pressure. Good things happen when they have pressure. And they have good enough cover corners to be able to cover if they need to. This is one of the best defenses in the NFL. And we're starting to get back into historic territories. But you got to see what they do this Sunday against the Steelers, and honestly for the rest of the season, because now this defense is going to be relied upon to carry the team, not just for a little bit till Deshaun gets back, but now for the rest of the season. So that's it for this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. You guys have a great day. Have you a better night. Peace.